Hello everyone, the Desert Cardinal here, Paul West. I hope you guys are well. Forgive me for taking so long to make a video. Let me turn down, I got music going, let me turn it down. I like to have music going when I'm alone. Helps me be positive. But sorry it took so long for me to get a video made. I have a condition, they call it paradoxal supraventricular tachycardia, and fancy way of saying a high heart rate. And my doctor put me on some new medication for it, and I just been having a hard time adjusting to the medication. It makes me feel sick and sleeping a lot. So I apologize for not getting a video out sooner. And and just to update, I'm still on the 60 milligrams of the Latuda. I'm still getting the hallucinations, the vocal and the visual. And I do see my psychiatrist tomorrow, so I'm hoping he'll increase the dosage of the Latuda. And that would help more with the hallucinations. And I don't know if I believe this literally, but I'm diagnosed with these mental illnesses, and then find out there's medication to treat them. And so you think, okay, well, I'm on the medication now, so I'm going to get it all better. And I don't know if I really thought that, but I think deep down there was a part of me that thought that, yeah, just take this medication, I'll be fine. And and that's the furthest from the truth. I mean, yes, medication, therapy, herbal remedies, whatever you choose for your recovery, for your treatment, it works. But there's a big part of it too that requires responsibility on our parts, for the choices I make. And it's I don't think I found that line yet where am I responsible for the actions that I take, as opposed to it being, well, I'm bipolar, in a mania, or I'm having flashbacks of PTSD, or my anxiety. That's a good one to take, my anxiety. I have incredibly high anxiety, and what it's done is it's kept me from interacting socially with friends. And so I've kind of come to the point where I've used it as an excuse to isolate. And there's no reason why, when my family all goes to a friend's house for dinner, but I can't get in the car and go. I can do that. But the anxiety tells me I can't. So I say, well, you know what? I'm really anxious. I have social anxiety, so I'm just going to stay home. And, that's fine, but there does come a point where, I can take all the medicine in the world and I can have all the treatment in the world, but if I don't eventually make the choice, it's not going to get made for me. I have to take responsibility and say, you know what, I'm going to go to church with my family. I'm gonna go out to eat with my friends. I'm going to, call my friend that I get together with, once a week, and try to start doing that again. I'm going to call my old friend that I used to get together with every so often, and call him. And there's things that I can do. And in an earlier video, I talked about the serenity prayer, where God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. I can't change you. Okay? So God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things I can. Me. I can change certain things. And then the wisdom to know the difference. And that's God. Only He knows the difference between the two, or a higher power, a higher being, a higher consciousness that leads us to those changes that we can make. And that's the $250,000 question. Where's the line? And I know this. I can't say that the line for you is here. I can only decide that for myself. That's not something that anybody can choose for you. You have to come to that place yourself where you see, wow, you know what? Yeah, I'm responsible here. I can make this choice. I don't have to pop off. I don't have to get angry. I don't have to, all of these things that where, before it was because I wasn't on medication and I wasn't being treated, and and so I did things. But if I did some of those things now with the medication and with therapy and with treatment, I'd be violating my conscience, because I know that the medication and the therapy and everything has given me the ability, has given me the constitution to say, okay, this is how I'm going to respond, or it's given me the ability to act differently than how I used to. I had an old friend who used to say, Paul, if you don't like what you're getting, quit doing what you're doing. And the only way you can change your doing is to change your thinking. And the only way that you can change your thinking is having a spiritual experience. And that's I think that's really true, that no matter what your faith is or lack of, even if you're an atheist, you can believe still in a consciousness that's greater than just yourself. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be called God. It doesn't have to be, Christian or Muslim or Buddhist or whatever. And that's, I think, a real key part to treatment that doesn't get maybe emphasized enough in popular culture, because we're not a very, as far as when it comes to medical issues, we're not very holistic in our thinking, and that needs to change, especially if we're going to end up going to like Bernie Sanders' vision for a single payer healthcare plan. We're going to have to start changing the way that we think of things. I know my wife's from Germany, and when I had been over there in Germany, I go into a pharmacy, and they had tons of like vitamin stuff, mixed with, regular medicine, and their outlook on human medical conditions is more of a holistic approach. And my wife, I can count the number of times on one hand. We've been married for 20 years this year, but she's been to the doctor. And, she has a routine that she does when she starts getting sick, and she takes these herbal remedies, and man, she just flies right through. Me, I end up getting knocked on my ass. But, so, anyway, that's kind of some stuff that's kind of been going on with me in my heart, just wondering, what it's going to take for me to quit isolating myself, because I really got to work on that. So yeah. So again, I apologize for not getting a video out sooner, and you can reach me at desertrainbow66 at gmail.com. That's desertrainbow66 at gmail.com. You can contact me through YouTube or the channel. If you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. If you're on Facebook, you can look me up on Facebook. My name is Paul West, and you can find me on Facebook and just say, hey, I watched your video, I have a couple of questions for you, or hey, I'd like to, just talk, and I need a friend, I need somebody to talk to. I'm here. That's the whole reason why I'm doing, these videos. So, anyway, hope you have a good night and good rest, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow.